that the BA community has, be it the existing community or the student community. Everybody is saying that there is a dire need in the industry for these leaders to come forward. There is a dire need for a structured BA capability among individuals, be it practitioners or be it student community, that we need to have as a nation. There is, I think, the opportunity is humongous. So in my views, it's for us to lose. If we have the opportunity, if you can grab it, guys, please get up, from your comfort zone. The opportunity is right there. So I think fundamentally from the IIBA standpoint, creating the ecosystem, creating the infrastructure, getting you the standards, getting you the recognition in terms of certification, IIBA is doing all of that at the global level. In India, we are trying to work with corporations, Accenture, TCS, HCL, NTT Data. You see, ITC Infotech. You see all of these brands coming here. NASCOM, Forrester, all of these. Why would they come otherwise? They see a cause, right? They see the need. They see what industry needs. So I think the opportunity is there. You've got an ecosystem already in place in Christ University where there is a BA education approved by IIBA that is being delivered. It's for you to grab the opportunity from a student community standpoint. And from a practitioner standpoint, I think it's for us to scale up.
Hi, this is Gaurav. I'm working as a business analyst. So my question is a little different. I would move away from a little bit of themes. With recession, the whole cornerstones of capitalism has been shaken. So my whole thing is that right now, we do see a lot of opportunities, as you rightly pointed out, that keyless cars operating, or so a lot of things wherein the opportunities coming in the CSR, wherein we contribute back to the society as well as tapping the business opportunities. So where do we see business analysts coming in out there, and do we see an ecosystem wherein we build the business analysts working as an entrepreneurs, taking up the business opportunities, helping out in growing the business and other areas. So as it has been pointed out that the whole theme has been, we need to look beyond the IT layer, we just need to go into the business opportunities as well. So do you see a kind of a potential out there for the business analyst as well?
If you really look at what is happening in the industry, there is a banking and financial services, inclusive growth, right? There is a lot that is happening when you're looking at any of these major banks out there. Say, for instance, TCS is working with many of the Indian banks. One area that the business analysts are in the forefront of figuring out how to create inclusive growth, whether it is the ATM that can be carried on a cycle to the villages, or whether it is the different models in which it can operate, coming up with the business process for making sure that that is still auditable and what is happening is all safe and secure and so on and so forth. And thinking through that and creating that is something which is happening.
I would like to take a stab at this. I think let's understand the definition of entrepreneurship. Are you saying that it's just about opening a business? It's not that, right? Whenever we are coming forward to solve customers' business problem, and the way we solve it, and the level of problem that we solve it, it requires entrepreneurial abilities. So there is, I think to me, it's a fundamental to every BA in this room. Your entrepreneurial abilities will take you far, will allow you to look beyond just the IT layer. So that's to me is fundamental.
Hi, this is Chandra. I work with Ford Technology Services. First of all, thanks for the presentation. It was very insightful. I have a question with regards to how the industry view business analyst practitioner. From what I hear, you have been emphasizing more on business analysts to have kind of insight into the latest technological disruptions, and also to have some amount of domain expertise in whichever area they would want to work in. So are you seeing a person who is having a good grounding on technology becoming more of a business analyst easier than for a person who is not coming through that route? Or is there a kind of a ecosystem that actually sees business analyst role as separately carved out in Nikkei area, unlike what we have in the current mix?
It's a good question. Actually, first I want to refer to that Mr. Som Mittal's statement, right? Statistics. 2000, 85% of the hiring is happening from a technical perspective, based on technical skills. And today, 60% upwards is happening based on business skills and soft skills, right? This is probably tilted better towards the business analyst than the technology person. That's point number one. Second is that, as our CEO was telling in various forums, what is required is most valuable player. The impact that you can create in these programs, when we are talking about transformational projects, it is not just about technology anymore. Okay. So, like the organization which in our company, the organization led by Atish's team, they are the most sought after people out there. So, whenever we are getting into a transformational program, just like the technology guy which is required down the line, technology guy can be a junior person who just understands programming. There's one or two guys required to understand the architecture, design the architecture, and so on. But there is a equal or more requirement for people who can detail this out, what is to be done.
I'm Raghav Arora, and I'm a student here at Christ University Institute of Management. Okay, this question is from our syllabus. So it's like in our BA course, whenever we are solving these case studies, quite a few we have solved, we come across a lot of characters in the case studies from the client side who are reluctant in terms of accepting the BA as a point of contact just because the BA is helping them understand what they actually want and not what they just had in mind that this is the XYZ that we want. The BA is helping them understand this is an evolution kind of a thing, right? So according to you, that reluctance, I mean, does that actually exist, or it's like they are very open to the BAs and they actually accept the suggestions given by them? That's one thing. If it is there in the industry, what are organizations like TCS doing to keep a tap on that? Okay,
very interesting question. So let me roll back this entire IT industry, what happened in the IT industry, right? So how many of you are aware of, have heard of Dr. F.C. Kohli? Okay. So he is arguably the father of the Indian IT industry because, when he started from one of the Tata organizations he was assigned to lead TCS, initially when it was a division of Tata Sons in the 1960s. There was no one out there in the Western world who could believe that a land of snake charmers and elephants and so on could do technology work. So the reluctance that he faced in trying to convince Western customers that IT can be done in India is something which the various organizations out here have gone through. So there are of course biases out there. There are of course biases even in the same industry. If in the same organization somebody is doing something for a long time and somebody else coming in and telling that this is a better way to do it, even in a client organization they will have that problem. So this is a problem which, again, looking at what Mr. Som Mittal was telling, soft skills is extremely important. So definitely that challenge is there, and the challenge is not just for the BAs. The challenge is for the cross-cultural, diverse workforce that comes in front of a global marketplace. You always face challenges and prejudices and all kind of issues like that. So this is where the soft skills in handling these kind of issues is extremely important. So
hi Bonnie, Manoj, Senior BA from HCL. So the question is, basically I have two questions. One is there's a big resource billing issue, as in there's a contradiction between resource billing and the kind of work that a BA gets. Okay, so you spoke about a business analyst working into his focus domain, and now the other part is what organization and the different verticals face is the billing. Okay, so when the billing comes, the BA, as say for example, he is energy and utilities BA, but since he needs to be billed, he's being pushed into some other area which is really not his focused area. But since he is a BA, he can write the requirements. So what's your take on that, and how do you tackle that in your organization?
Okay, so that problem is a little more, less acute rather in our organization because of the way in which the teams are structured. But I suppose there are two parts to what a BA brings to the table, right? The process of how to do this, how to conduct JAD sessions. And as one of my slides, I didn't particularly carp on it, but it's also a question of facilitation. Today, the BA has to be good at facilitation, right? You have to facilitate sessions where you're extracting information from multiple sources. So these kind of skills are definitely something that you can carry forward from any vertical to any vertical. So there is definitely 50% you are there, but if you want to add to a transformational program, you have to put a lot of investment into understanding what is happening in the industry. Your credibility in front of the business guy is very limited. That is a problem that you would have to work with. I'm sure that you can work with it, but you might, on a scale of 1 to 10, you might start with a 4 or something there, and you have to work your way up. So whereas on the process side, you might be at 8 already.
Yes. So that